Hello? I'm in your other browser window. Sir? Hello? Morning, everybody. How's it going? Oh, it's weird. The latency is super low considering how long it took for everyone to get the live notification. I don't understand how Twitch works. Go away. We don't want one. We don't want any. Yes, Jarl of Sweden. Got him. That scared the crap out of me. I was playing a horror game. Yes, good. Oh, I got like 3 or 4 people today. I should do that every time. I don't think even Twitch knows how Twitch works. So many subs. So many subs. Welcome, everybody. Got him.
The sub notifier is kind of backed up.
Yeah, it got sort of backlogged there a little bit. Yeah. There we are. Nice and caught up with walk and click. Yeah. Got confused and thought I was watching a replay of last week. No, I'm live and in your face. Hello. Getting buffering on mobile quality. That sucks. I'm sorry to hear that. Please do that every time. I kind of have to now, yeah. So what's the news for today? Let me tell you, underscore 5 core. There's all kinds of news. There's news about games and the people that make them. And to find out more, we go now to Graham. Thanks, Graham. Yeah, I guess we can start. Stream sounds a little quiet. Oh yeah, I can. There we go. Graham, you'll be saying that you're live on the replay. You won't have solved anything. No. I really wish you'd cut to a different angle of Graham. That would have been amazing, but we would have had to have planned that in advance. Will there be local recording? Probably. Let's do it. And now, back to me. Bring down the Easter background. I think we still have that. Yep, we do. Good. Good. That I won't have to miss out on GPLP this week because I want to play more of that terrible game. But it's PAX this weekend, so who knows? I should be good for it, though. Shouldn't be a problem. I'm going to go get my pre-PAX haircut after checkpoint. Audio back? What? Why would the audio have gone away? I had a buffer and then muted. Oh yeah, look, we dropped 120 frames at some point. Nobody knows why. Is PAX just how you schedule haircuts? Pretty much. My barber was giving me shit for it. He's like, you know, you can come in more often than just whenever you go to a convention. And I'm like, eh.
There's enough PAXs these days.
Yeah, there's 4 PAXs. There's enough going on. Drop frames. Apparently we dropped frames of audio. Just walked in, and whoops. Walk in the door, frames on the floor. Everybody do the buffering. 120 frames dropped, unsubscribing. What's a barber? A hairstylist? Convention top and sides, yeah. Oh, and Desert Bus, that's true. Yeah, shall we do the thing? All right, let's do the thing. Checkpoint time. Today, women are here to stay, so you'd better get used to it. This is true of life and the game Rust. And this is Checkpoint. Welcome to Checkpoint, where this week we are eagerly awaiting announcements from the NAB 2016 show in Las Vegas. What does the National Association of Broadcasters trade show have to do with video game news? Nothing, but it is important for reporting the video game news. Will future checkpoints be broadcast in 3D 4K from hovercraft drones? Probably not, but this is where they would announce that. As you are no doubt aware, StarCraft II is kind of a big deal in South Korea, and a big part of it of being a competitive player is developing new strategies after seeing how your opponents play, which is now a lot harder because almost all high-level players are playing under usernames made up of random assortments of lowercase L's and uppercase I's, meaning most people's StarCraft II usernames are now unreadable barcodes. How widespread is this? Look at this leaderboard screen. There are 6 actual names in the top 50. And sure, these silly usernames are just for practice, but how long is it going to take for low-level players to start copying the big guys? I, for one, am really looking forward to DreamHack 2020 in the epic showdown of Li versus Illilililil. Remember the glut of Music Hero games a few years ago? Remember DJ Hero? It's okay, vague remembrance is enough for our purposes. Did you know there was almost 3 DJ Hero games? Yikes. But there was almost something much worse, a browser-based MMO called Hero World. Think that sounds bad? Wait till you hear the description Kotaku's Mike Fahey dug up. Capitalizing on the trends of Facebook and social gaming, they proposed a browser-based, massively multiplayer online world that would not only serve as a tie-in to DJ Hero, but all games in the franchise going forward. In order to cram a few more hot trends into the mix, a Facebook venue management sim with ties to both core games and the MMO was thrown into the mix. Wow, so the next time you start to feel nostalgic for the banned game heydays, don't. LEGO is adding the biggest set yet to its Minecraft line, The Village. At $200, the set will have 1,600 pieces and will take way longer for your kid to construct than it would in the game. This is great for parents because their kids can play Minecraft during screen time, they can play Minecraft during non-computer play, Minecraft bedsheets already exist, so all we need now is Minecraft-themed nutrient blocks to complete the total Minecraftening of their entire childhoods. And since those children have doubtlessly run off to Google pictures of this new LEGO set, it is now safe to say, fuck all that your kid bullshit, I'm buying this set for myself, and any children can step off. According to a poll run by Japanese website Otakumu, Mewtwo is apparently the most handsome of the 722 currently known Pokemon, beating Lugia, Charizard, Lucario, and Suicune, who round out the top 5. Have I been playing Pokemon wrong this whole time? What does most handsome Pokemon even mean? Why are there enough people who care that this poll actually had data? Why is Garchomp number 12? What's Garchomp got going on? And how is the answer not just Ditto impersonating George Clooney? Among the improvements in a recent update to Gary Newman's survival game Rust are the following. Grenades are more powerful, grass is now more scraggly, and half of everyone are now women. Guess which of those has been the most controversial? For some background, when Rust first arrived on Early Access, the developers were focusing on gameplay over aesthetics, so everyone's avatar was just a bald white dude. Then they added ethnicities, and everyone got randomly assigned one based on their Steam ID. So now the same is true for gender, and just like with your avatar's ethnicity, you're stuck with it. Newman responded to criticism of this decision in an editorial for The Guardian, saying that ultimately, character customization didn't improve the gameplay, and gameplay was, in fact, improved by ensuring that players always had the same face. Newman mentioned that while complaints of being stuck with a black avatar were disproportionately higher among Russian players, the new complaints that players' avatars were now women showed no such geographical limits, but that it was almost entirely men. Women, said Newman, have been playing games as men for most of their lives, so that some of them were now playing as women was an overall positive. Even more positive, the latest update has flamethrowers. Regardless of your own gender or race, I like to think that lighting suckers on fire is something we can all get behind. Coming up, from the people that brought you the Fire Emblem style XCOM 2 mod, there now is another mod that lets you breed magical, fully grown super soldiers by making your squad mates hook up. Everything is perfect. Nobody make a face petting mod. Man, I got really tongue-tied to say this morning.
You want to redo a new one, or you?
I probably should. Good stories today, though.
Yeah, the last one, the XCOM mod.
Yeah.
See, the problem is XCOM obviously doesn't have the thing for babies as part of your squad, which makes sense.
Yeah. So you just get...
So you just get more squad members.
it's time travel's involved.
Yeah, I like that they put that in.
Yeah, you make two of them have sex, and then you go over to the time machine, and their kid walks out and goes, "I'm an adult."
I'm pretty sure that is actually...
I think it's how it works in Fire Emblem, actually.
Also, I'm pretty sure that's like literally a one of a plot in X-Men that actually happens. Anyway. So do you want to do...
Yeah, I think I should do the intro, and the at least the StarCraft story. Were there other bad mistakes? I'd like to try the Minecraft one again, actually. I messed up my delivery. You get to watch me do a whole bunch of this again.
Okay, so the intro?
Yeah, which I can just do right now, because there's no cutting to that. So, for those who are new to the stream, because this is recorded live for you, then we take this and put it on YouTube. Sometimes I will retake stuff for better delivery. So, hey, to that end, welcome to Checkpoint, where this week we are eagerly awaiting announcements from the NAB 2016 show in Las Vegas. What does the National Association of Broadcasters trade show have to do with video game news? Nothing, but it will be important for reporting video game news. Will future checkpoints be broadcast in 3D 4K from hovercraft drones? Probably not, but this is where they would announce that. And now...
Was that the first one?
Yeah.
Okay. Wait, sorry.
Oh yeah, right. Ah. Oh, eh.
Okay.
Yeah. As you are no doubt aware, StarCraft 2 is kind of a big deal in South Korea, and a big part of being a competitive player is developing new strategies after seeing how your opponents play, which is now a lot harder because almost all the high-level players are playing under usernames made up of random assortments of lowercase L's and uppercase I's, meaning most people's StarCraft 2 usernames are now unreadable barcodes. How widespread is this? Look at this leaderboard screen. There are 6 actual names in the top 50. And sure, these silly usernames are just for practice, but how long is it going to take for low-level players to start copying the big guys? I, for one, am really looking forward to DreamHack 2020 and the epic showdown of Lily versus Illil. Did I even gesture? I did gesture the right way. Good. I was afraid of being like, look at this.
All right.
And I know it started as a translation bug. And I know the barcode thing isn't new. Like, we know the barcode thing isn't new, but that it's so prevalent now. Seriously, there's 6 real names in the top 50. Like, look, this is now. This is current StarCraft 2 leaderboards. Look at True. Look at True at the top. Good for True. And then, I wanted to do the Lego one again. Yeah.
Okay. Do you want to transition to that one?
Yes. All right. Yep. LEGO is adding the biggest set yet to its Minecraft line, The Village. The $200 set will have 1,600 pieces and will take way longer for your... Womp. All right. LEGO is adding the biggest set yet to its Minecraft line, The Village. At $200, the set will have 1,600 pieces and will take way longer for your kid to construct than it would in the game. This is great for parents because their kids can play Minecraft during screen time. Then they can play Minecraft during non-computer play. Minecraft bedsheets already exist, so all we need now is Minecraft-themed nutrient blocks to complete the total Minecraftening of their entire childhoods. And since those children have doubtlessly run off to Google pictures of this new Lego set, it's now safe to say, fuck all that your kid bullshit. I'm buying this set for myself, and any children can step off. Oh, that's not correct. What's that supposed to say? Hang on. Oh yeah, it is. It is correct. It's just cut off.
Try one more time.
No, I can just use that. I can do digital fancy stuff.
Okay.
Editing.
Compatible with HarMod.
Yeah. See, it's Minecraft's just this
I was pretty happy with that.
this stupid thing makes me laugh. I'm so glad I couldn't see this while I was reading the story because this goddamn Clooney ditto.
We had a discussion about how close the mouth should be to the eyes. And we decided at first it was.
Just look at it.
At first we were like I had it kind of a little lower than where it was now, and Graham was like, "No, that looks weird. You should put it where the mouth is." And I was like, "Well, if you look at Ditto, one of his things is the mouth is really close to the eyes. So what if we do it the other way? Like, what if we make it even closer?"
Oh right, underscore. Yeah, how is it pronounced? Suicune? So what did I say? Suicune? It looked like Suicune. There's like a YouTube channel that does Pokemon pronunciation, but they have like the guy has like a trailer voice, so it's like Suicune, Suicune, Suicune. Suicune is correct. I thought it was Suicune. I mean, I could do that one again.
Sweet Clooney.
Sure, why not? Suicune? Suicune. Sure, why not? Let's do it. You'll have to reset your... You get to look at this again. All right. Just do the whole thing over. Let's do it. According to a poll run by Japanese website Otakumu, Mewtwo is apparently the most handsome of the 722 currently known Pokemon, beating Lugia, Charizard, Lucario, and Suicune, who round out the top 5. Have I been playing Pokemon wrong this whole time? What does most handsome Pokemon even mean? Why are there enough people who care that this poll actually had data? Why is Garchomp number 12? What's Garchomp got going on? And how is the answer not just Ditto impersonating George Clooney? Look at this. Look at his dumb face. I love it.
Good times. All right. Well, that was rather hard fought, but we did it.
We got there. Yeah. Whoa. The amazing microphone transition. Damn it.
So seamless.
Oh. Did you see who just subscribed?
What? No. Who? Oh. Excellent. Oh, we could have like an unlimited number of subs that are in that format.
Yeah, because in a sans serif font they read the same.
I'll stop local recording.
Yeah.
In a crappy sans serif font.
Aha. Let's talk about the things that we talked about. Yeah, like we said, the StarCraft 2 thing, the barcode names is not new. Someone mentioned it was going back to Brood War. It's just, it's reached a point that is dumb. It's untenable. Like, the point is you can't actually tell who's who because they all look the same in the sans serif font and, like, in the game. And it's like, and you could copy, you could go to Leaderboard and copy and paste it, and you're like, aha, this one is actually LLIIIILLLII.
So
who the hell's that?
It would be, it's Right. I was saying you were saying in the script it's written as uppercase L's and lowercase i's, but it's actually the other way around. Not what you said, but what you actually just wrote in the script, just for ease of legibility, I assume. It's lowercase L's and uppercase i's.
Yeah, but I said it correctly out loud?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Yeah, actually, Kathleen wrote that one.
Yeah.
Kathleen wrote that one in the Guitar Hero, or the Hero World one. Yeah, Hero World.
I'm surprised they haven't put pipe characters in there as well.
Yeah.
Maybe you're not allowed those. And ones.
Yeah.
That's a big thing for...
It got to a critical mass, so now you're criticizing it. I guess. Yeah, I guess that makes sense.
I
guess that's what critical mass means.
Realistically, the reasoning behind it is that it was reported on by a couple of gaming news websites
As being ridiculous.
And I didn't really know it was that big a thing, and so I was like, oh, this is kind of interesting.
That's the thing. Like, it's not... I don't feel like it was a big thing before. It definitely happened, right? Like, barcode names has been around for a while. But that it's on this level is pretty ridiculous. Yeah, Hero World, also ridiculous. I can see why they thought that would be a good idea, but it was not.
It's one of those, like, I guess we have to do an MMO now.
Yeah.
Sort of like, there's that, like, that window where just everybody has to do an MMO.
God damn it.
These would be,
no.
It's probably just as well Kathleen isn't here. These would be tough to do commercials about.
Yeah, no kidding. There's nothing really more to say about the Lego set. It looks sweet. It's the whole village.
Yeah, the box, we showed the box there, but if you check out some of the pictures of, like, the completed set, it's like, I mean, because there have been other Minecraft Lego sets, obviously, but this is the one that's most, like, you can imagine, like, a camera, like a camera down at the right angle.
Yeah.
Really would look like just a Minecraft.
Is this one?
I think.
Or is this a DIY one?
Lego Minecraft Village. I don't know, but anyway, it's.
I'm just trying to find a picture of it, but I can't. Oh, here we go. That is not a big picture.
Yeah.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it was a big picture. Okay, cool. Here we go. Whap. Whoop. Look at that.
So cool. There's an Enderman, and there's, like, a golem.
Yeah, there's a Jerf and an Ender friend and a villager guy with the weird nose. I don't know the lore behind the villagers, but they're different.
And there's a pig on top of a flaming thing for some reason.
Yeah, that adds up. So.
Looks pretty sweet.
Yep. Yeah, the Pokemon thing is just like, what is most handsome Pokemon?
Yeah, like it's the specific designation. It's not like who's your favorite Pokemon or who's the whatever. It's who's the prettiest Pokemon. It's who's the handsomest Pokemon, which to me implies a certain level of, like,
Anthropomorphization,
and also, like, there's lots of Pokemon that you would consider cute.
Yeah, absolutely.
Jigglypuff and this kind of stuff.
Pikachu.
But handsome implies a level of kind of sophistication to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, like you get the George Clooney or whatever.
I just don't understand. Like I said in the story, I don't.
Strong jawline is not something that's normally associated with Pokemon.
I just don't get. Sorry. That's sort of what I wanted to say. Blunderscore. They should cut the crap and just say, if you absolutely had to fuck a Pokemon.
Like, gun to your head.
Yeah, if you had to pick a Pokemon, someone's like, you have to have sex with one of these Pokemon. Which one's it going to be? Right? And people are like, geez, all right. And somehow Garchomp makes number 12.
It's not so much that Garchomp... It's not that Garchomp is, like, whatever, an ugly Pokemon,
No.
whatever that means. It's that he's, like, sort of big guy with weird pincers.
Yeah.
Is a template for, like, 20 different Pokemon.
Skizor is, like, number 11. And he's, like, the scissor crab monster.
I feel like maybe different, Pokemon have, like, their different Pokemon have like their different like fan clubs.
Andrew, what's this had to business?
But yeah, Ditto.
Still Ditto. Yeah,
Ditto
Ditto.
can be anything.
Or it could just be Ditto, just be an amorphous blob. That's probably fine.
Yeah, it's probably that's really the tragedy of Ditto. You know, nobody likes Ditto for Ditto.
Yeah.
Everyone only likes Ditto for what he can change into, what it can change into,
Speaking of which, Hot Liquid Jello's just subscribed.
which is
Similar-
not that bad an interpretation of Ditto right there.
Yeah. And then the Rust thing. I thought that the editorial. You should definitely check it out. The editorial from Gary Newman, not that Gary Newman, was really interesting. Talking about sort of the feedback that they've gotten on the first the race change and then the gender change in Rust. For some people, it wasn't a change, but he was like. Originally, we didn't care because we were just working on gameplay, so everybody was a bald white dude. And now, because I like they're talking about like one of the reasons, like for gameplay, one of the benefits is that someone can't come and troll you and you kill them and then they go away and come back with a different face and be like, I'm a different person.
Right.
If you see the same person come back, then you're like,
You know it's the same
wait
person.
a minute. Meaning people who are wanting to commit crime will have to wear like masks and bandanas, right? So that you don't recognize their face, which I thought was really interesting.
Yeah, I mean, I gotta say, like adding, like, adding the female avatar or female game models, and doing the random so that players are random things. Like you could easily add female game models and then any new players are randomly chosen.
Yeah, but then you've
It's-
got they already have like 3.5 million users though. So.
That's true, but it's just like adding the avatars and then retroactively randomly turning half your people into the new thing that you just added in is that's
startling.
It's startling. It's a move that is going to be controversial regardless of what the thing
Yeah.
that you're turning into
But
is.
It is still in early access though. So it's like it's right there. That's like stuff can change all the time, right? So it's like, well, you're sort of in a beta, right?
Except
So-
except there's also the thing where it's like, we're changing this. This is how you look, and it's tied to your Steam ID, so it will never change, unless you suddenly become a woman for some reason, or your race changed because we did a thing, or we're adding that sometimes people are different in a different way, and so we're going to change that. It's like it won't change unless the developers want to add something.
Well, that's basically what they did, P, right? They have character creation that nobody actually gets to use, but that every player gets randomized. So that's basically what it is that because they said that, like I said, Newman feels that there's no gameplay benefit to allowing character creation, and in fact, there's definitely a gameplay benefit to not allowing character creation. So he's like, ultimately, that's what this is for. But he obviously finds it really curious who and why, who is upset and why.
I do like that they also said that it's like that part of it is also it's like these days it's like I was getting annoyed with like games coming out and people spending like half an hour on the character customization screen.
Yeah.
And we didn't want to bother having to build the character customization screen. So this solves both those problems.
Yeah.
I like the it's this sort of progression and really opening up to an interesting social experiment through the laziness of the developer being like, yeah, we didn't want to bother, so we just did it randomly.
The
Okay, cool.
Cursirella, more races maybe? Yeah, I think they have Caucasian, African, and Asian currently. Do they have Latinos? I don't know. I know they have more than just Caucasian and African, but
I thought there was just like a spectrum. I didn't realize they actually.
I think it is actually. You're right. I think it is sort of a spectrum between there. You're right, but they definitely have ones that are more distinctly Asian and ones that are more distinctly African. But anyway.
Yeah.
And then the Fire Emblem thing, we just thought that was funny that the week after Kathleen wrote that story about there's this Fire Emblem mod, but what they really need is this other Fire Emblem mod that someone made that other Fire Emblem mod. I just thought that was pretty entertaining.
Yeah, and so clearly those people, the people who are making that mod, or who are making the like relationship mod, were like already way ahead of everybody who was like, hey, you should do the other Fire Emblem thing. They were like, oh yeah, that's happening.
Here's a story we didn't do. There's a major electronics retailer in Australia called Dick Smith. Okay.
That's not part of the joke. That's true.
They decided to close all of their brick and mortar stores, meaning they're selling off everything in their warehouses that they have lying around, including, someone said, up to and including these tattered, dog-eared, old-ass PS1 link cables, whose presence on a retail shelf in 2016 is a marvel of persistence.
Yeah, so there's, and apparently for various stupid reasons, so they have all this, they had all this stuff in their warehouse, and this stuff had been, obviously it like is shuffled around the warehouse and shipped to stores and shipped back from stores and stuff, and so all the boxes are all like wrecked and stuff, but the company that is like liquidating the I think like the company is not doing well.
Yeah.
And so it's being like liquidated. And so the liquidation company or the lawyers or whatever who are doing the thing have certain legal barriers. And one of them is that like they have to put things on sale in reference to the last price that it was actually available for, which for this PlayStation 1 stuff, like a PlayStation 1 link cable was $60 new. So they have to sell these things at like, it's a big discount for $23.
Yeah.
You can get this link cable that's really old. It's like 20 years old and broken. Not broken, but like the box is all beat up.
Yeah.
It's like, it's not even worth that much. But who knows what sort of treasures you could find at your local Dick Smith.
I assume you read this story. I didn't actually take a look at it.
Yeah. So, NetHack.
NetHack.
You probably are familiar with, as at least as somewhat familiar with the name.
What if you're not familiar with NetHack?
NetHack is the sequel, or not sequel, but the extension of Hack, which is pretty much one of the first roguelikes, in the sense that there was like Rogue and then Hack.
Fair enough.
And NetHack, now the name name is somewhat deceptive in that it's not like we took Hack and we put it online, so it's multiplayer now. It's Hack, but the net part was meant to be like a whole bunch of people on the internet had been like working on it.
Right.
This came out in like the 90s.
Yeah.
We're talking like server mainframe
1987.
stuff. Oh, 87. There you go.
Yeah.
So the last update to NetHack was in 2003. So 13 years ago.
Okay.
It was the 3.4.3. And then just a couple months ago, 3.6 was released. So 13 years has gone by.
Wow.
And they released it, and the developers are talking about how it's still like this thriving community of people who really dig NetHack and have been like adding mods and stuff to it. And so they took a bunch of those mods and stuff and like incorporated them into the main game. And but it's essentially it reminds me a lot of like Dwarf Fortress or something,
Yeah.
right? Like it's one of those things where it's like it's ugly and basic in a lot of ways, but the outward appearance hides the fact that it actually is a really sophisticated game.
Why did they go from 3.4.3 to 3.6?
Do not know. I do like that you wait 13 years and go up like 2-point releases instead of being like, it's NetHack 4.
Fair enough. Apparently,
so-
Chronopticon's real name is Dick Smith.
And also NetHack The cool thing about NetHack is it's one of those games that's been ported to basically every single platform, and not just like platforms like, consoles and, mobile devices and phones and, Atari
Yeah.
and whatever. Anything that has it's the Linux thing, right? It's like
Right.
people when a new device comes out, people try to install Linux on it, and once they get Linux installed, they get install NetHack.
Yeah.
It's like the second step.
Oh yeah, there was this big. I actually haven't checked. I think Jim said that today's Jimquisition was going to be on this story, but there was this. You might have seen a bit of a blow up among the game dev community on Twitter, with
A
this,
kerfuffle, one might call it.
yeah, with this article written by Alex St. John.
Who is the co-creator of
Saying a bunch of what I consider to be stupid things.
DirectX, and he worked and founded Wild Tangent, the video game company.
Yeah.
So he's very certainly when he was working at Microsoft for DirectX, very much part of the video game industry.
As Andrew says, oh my god, this asshole. Yeah, it was basically like saying that because video games are art, you should just be happy that you have a job making video games, and all this like demanding a fair wage is you're
not 80-hour work weeks.
yeah, like complaining about crunch is taking but still working that job is taking a job away from someone who would love to be there, implying that people who want to be paid fairly don't still love making games, and implying that making art is not worth a living wage. And
It's the old if you enjoy it, then you shouldn't be paid for it.
yeah, which is like we've been fighting that all our professional lives, and
Yeah, I like this. One of the quotes is, you need to get an actual job producing productivity software if you want to get paid fairly and go home at 5 p.m. Anybody good enough to get hired to write games can get paid more to work on something else. If working on a game for 8 hours a week for months at a time seems strenuous to you, practice more until you're better at it. Wow.
yeah.
I like that. It's like the video game Get Good, except for making games, not for playing the game.
Yeah. Jim was pissed. What a surprise. I actually am looking forward to go watching that. But a lot of the founding guys have very weird ideas about crunch time. Yeah. Anyway, you can read his whole article. It's bad. Some people dug up a keynote presentation that he'd given some years ago, like on his site. There was like all the slides from a keynote that he'd given, talking about sort of productivity, and there's just some there's some awful stuff in there. I don't know if you saw this. It's like you're not recruiting engineers and programmers. You are recruiting wives and girlfriends. Because if your engineer's wife or girlfriend is happy, then he will stay at the company, and she's the one getting the paycheck. So
Wow.
yeah, that, and then talking about how you want to get young people, you want to get interns fresh out of college so that you can put them under crunch right away.
Mm-hmm.
And
People who are, you can burn them out nice and good.
looking for, and I swear he said this, you want to look, like, if you're lucky, you can get, and I apologize for this, but these are his words, the mythical Asperger's engineer. Who will not get involved in office politics and will stay at that one job for the rest of their lives and won't talk back and will keep quiet. And it's like
Wow.
awful stuff. So this guy has some
As
poor ideas about how to run a company.
people have commented on it that it's like, it's hitting that line of like it's so close to being like a satire
Yeah.
of something, but if you read the rest of the context and other stuff the
Like,
guys
this is a
written-
weird clickhole article.
if you read
Oh.
the rest of the stuff and the context and the other stuff the guy has written, it seems like it's not,
Yeah. So
unless it's some sort of Kaufman-esque long con.
Kaufman-esque, yeah. So then, last story, in much more something fun. 4 years in development, a huge Skyrim mod has finally come out.
Yeah.
called Holds.
Yes, holds the city overhaul.
Yeah, a 4 gig mod.
I mean, speaking of, developers working on stuff. Of course, this is
Talk about for the love of the game.
yeah, this is somebody doing it not because they're getting paid for it, and most importantly, not being exploited by other people who are being paid for it. But yeah, the guy has been working. He says he's been working on an average of 2 hours a day for 4 years, and it's devoted to like making the cities in Skyrim more better, like actually have more stuff in them.
Yeah.
Apparently there was a for Oblivion, there was a Better Cities mod that somebody else had made.
But it never actually. Oh yeah.
And so he was like, I hope that comes out for Oblivion. It'll be or for Skyrim. That'll be really cool.
Yeah.
And then
No one did it.
no one did it. He's like, oh, I guess I'll have to do it.
Yeah.
4 years later.
So the catch is that he recommends starting an entirely new playthrough after installing it to avoid bugs and crashes caused by the game save trying to remember one location that has now been altered or placed into another location. But that seems like not that bad of a price to pay, I guess.
Also, it's 4 gigabytes,
Yeah.
which up until fairly recently was a whole game.
Beefs up and embiggens many of Skyrim's villages, particularly Falkreath, Winterhold, and Dawnstar, which have the skimpiest set of amenities among the game's principal locations, according to this article. Skyrim tourist. Falkreath looks a lot different in this video, doesn't it? When did it have a gate? A baker? When did the Jarl's Longhouse get so long? So yeah, I don't know. This looks really sweet.
And
if you're a Skyrimsman, you should probably check that out.
I love the idea
A
of
Skyrimmer?
maybe not.
I love it.
I love the idea that of these things with these games that are super mod heavy, or that can be modded really easily. That it's like first people make like the super invincibleness mod or the like crazy weird mods or all the different stuff, right? But then you have this sort of thing where people make like a mod to make the cities better.
Yeah.
Right. It's not like adding a whole new dungeon where you can like fight monsters. It's like the city should be more like this.
Yeah.
So I'm going to spend my time making that mod because that's the part of the game that's important to me.
Yeah.
I love that.
I'm sure it's compatible with all the nude mods you already have installed, so don't worry.
And if not, then I'm sure somebody will jump at it to
Wow, this is double the next largest mod on Cortex, according to Zyme. Apparently the largest mod was 2.1, so this is like absolutely the largest mod ever.
Wow.
At least for Skyrim, I assume that's what they're talking about.
That's true. The big question is it compatible with the mod that makes Randy Savage all the dragons?
Oh, man. And that was it, right? That was all the stuff we'd pulled aside?
I believe so.
Alrighty. Well, then let us begin the welcoming of the peoples. Didn't quite get there. Where do we start? We start there, and then I will go to here because it is time for this.
Yay.
Today's subscribers: Dead Rekka.
Dead Rekka.
Dead Rekka with a 4-month resub. Welcome back, Dead Rekka. Kais58 with a 3-month resub. Welcome back, Kais58. Thank you. Devin Sanity with a 28-month resub. I've decided just to say it quickly as one word and let it all come out in the wash. Devin Sanity with a 28-month resub. Thank you so much for 28 months of support. Tino Didrikson with a 6-month resub. Welcome back, Tino Didrikson. Says Tool with a 14-month resub. Welcome back, Says Tool. Loot Much, 13 months from Loot Much. Thank you so much, Loot Much.
So much looting.
Zabaron with a 30-month resub. Welcome back, Zabaron. Thank you for 30 months of
nice.
support.
2.5 years.
Lady Thrimble-Trimmer with a 9-month resub. Welcome back, Lady Thrimble-Trimmer. Thank you so much. Encanis Mal 3K. Malik? Encanis Malik? I don't remember these things. 15-month resub. Thank you so much, Encanis, for your continued support. The bread is delicious with a 2-month resub.
I love that.
I agree with you.
Yeah. I like the impression I get with that is that person was looking for a username and that was just the first thing. They happened to be like eating some bread and they're like, this bread is delicious. That would be my username.
Yeah, they were typing it somewhere else and then they were in the wrong window or they were just thinking about it. I had some fantastic bread yesterday. I had a sourdough brioche with a I went to a charcuterie yesterday and we got a pork terrine, and it came with this sourdough brioche, and it was really good. It was weird because it was sort of yellow, so it looked kind of like cornbread, but then we ate it and it was very like soft and eggy, and it was lightly toasted, so it went really well with the terrine, which is like a I don't know, it's like a pork sausagey meatloafy thing. Terrine. It's really good. It was very good. Anyway. Eldrin13 with a 19-month resub. Welcome back, Eldrin13. Thank you so much for 19 months of support. The Ghost Puncher.
Ooh.
With a
Ghost
2-month
Puncher.
resub. Thank you so much.
That is a very brave person.
Mm-hmm. Well, you can just sort of like and expect that you're succeeding.
That's true. It's more like the ghost waver.
Yeah.
You're more just kind of waving at ghosts than really, unless you have some sort of ghost punching gloves, perhaps. Perhaps you have
Okay, it is
ectoplasmic gloves.
Okay, it is Malik. All right, and Canis Malik. Get in there. Ekim 3000 with a 27-month resub from Ekim 3000. Another 27-month resub from Takiuzi. Welcome back, the both of you. Thank you so much. Exachix Kitsune with a 7-month resub. Welcome back, Exachix Kitsune. Walken Click with an 8-month resub. Welcome back, Walken Click. Thank you so much. Bandwidth Raptor with a 4-month resub.
Worst kind of raptor.
We were fighting the Bandwidth Raptor this morning, but Paul reset the router, so it's fine now.
We scared off the Bandwidth Raptors.
Yeah. Ryle Nova with a 14-month resub. Welcome back, Ryle Nova.
They are a superstitious lot.
Cool G82 with a 13-month resub. Welcome back, Cool G82. Thank you so much. Popcorn Squirrel, a new subscriber. Welcome to the channel, Popcorn Squirrel. Thank you. Welcome. Enjoy or join us. Thank you. Watan Varno with a 19-month resub. Welcome back, Watan Varno. Much appreciated and thank you. Gasihiap. Come on, man. 10-month resub. Welcome back. Thank you so much for 10 months of support. Napalm Sideburns with a 20-month resub. Welcome back.
The most dangerous
Napalm Sideburns.
hairstyle.
It's true. I probably will not be getting that haircut when I go to the thing today. Illilililil. A new subscriber. Welcome to the channel. Illilililil.
We hope to see you subscribing for many months in the future.
And Lily 420. And another new subscriber.
No relation.
Welcome to the channel. Lily 420.
I do like the addition of the 420 in there.
Ruthrix with a 3-month resub. Welcome back, Ruthrix. Much appreciated. Thank you. Hot liquid jello. With a... Is your avatar HP sauce?
Yeah.
I don't understand any of this.
8-month
resub. Welcome back, hot liquid jello.
Yeah, I have not heard that as a description of HP sauce.
No.
Either your HP sauce or your jello is very wrong if that's what your HP sauce tastes like.
Kaziel Zero with an 11-month resub. Welcome back, Kaziel Zero. Thank you. Nadriachi with a 19-month resub. Welcome back, Nadriachi. Thank you very much. Sunstone with a 2-month resub. Welcome back, Sunstone. Much appreciated. Can't Wear Hats, a 32-month resub from Can't Wear Hats, who I have seen video evidence of that is false. Fracaswell with a 32-month resub as well. Thank you, Fracaswell, for your continued support.
42 months.
Yeah.
Nice.
Viperous Planet with a 9-month resub. The Viperous Planet. Much appreciated and thank you.
That's a scary planet.
Yes. And Rebellious Uno, a new subscription from Rebellious Uno, new in air quotes. Thank you so much. Welcome back, Rebellious Uno. Great to have you around. As always. Can't wear hats. First of all, how dare you?
I like the, somebody was saying that The is just like modem
Modem
connection
noises,
noise.
yeah.
You put like some static at the end of that, and it's basically
It was the that was the one I always enjoyed. That was a horrible sound. Why did it have to be that loud? For our benefit, like couldn't they have made it quieter?
yeah.
But why
They could have.
Why didn't they?
I don't know. They didn't care.
They didn't care.
I always liked the noise because you learned your own modem's noise.
Yeah, because everyone was different.
Everyone was different. But then, so like I would be like humming along. I'd be like dee 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 dee. I'd hum along with it.
Yeah.
But then it would be sometimes different, and you'd be like, what? Hey, something's going wrong.
Oh no.
And inevitably, it would actually be like the connection was bad, or somebody picked up the phone, or something. So it was like a check. You'd be like, it sounded different. Something's wrong. Something's happening. Anyway.
It is. Wow. When we start on time, it only takes us an hour. It's 2.
I mean, when we don't start on time, it still only takes us an hour.
But
it's just a different hour.
I appreciate that I was ambiguous in my wording. That's viable. So Paul will be back for Things on My Stream in an hour's time with what?
Things have gotten slightly confused.
Uh-oh.
But so I was playing through Indiana Jones, and I beat it, and then I went back and I started playing it again, choosing a different. There's a part where you choose. There's different paths you can choose, and it turns out that they're like dramatically different to the extent where there's whole like a bunch of the puzzles are different, a bunch of the like areas are different. So it's super cool.
Wow.
So I've been playing through that, but then on Wednesday on GPLP. Instead of continuing with that, I was like, the audience for GPLP might be different from the audience for who was around for Things on My Stream. And that's like, that playing that part won't really make that much sense if you haven't seen all the rest of the Indiana Jones stuff. So I started on the game that I'm going to be playing after, which is Tron 2.0. Which is a super cool game. So what's going to happen today is I'm going to play, go back to Indiana Jones, play it, and presumably it shouldn't be too much longer to sort of finish the because I think it sort of diverges and then converges back to the same ending. So I'll get to do that, and then so we can see what's going on there, and then I'll jump back and continue playing Tron 2.0 some more, which is a sweet game.
Super cool. Alrighty. Well, in that case, that will do it for Checkpoint. Thank you all for watching. Thank you to our subs and resubs, and if you're a new follower to the channel as well, thank you.
Follows
Welcome.
and there's no refollows.
No.
You only follow once.
Yes. Although, you could... Nope, doesn't work. All right. Thank you all for watching, and we will see you later. Don't
Bye.
go away, or when you do go away, come back in an hour for Paul. All right. Bye, everybody.